I think I would actually summarize it in a single word, and that is just quality. Everything about the Surf Simply experience is quality. They're second to none. And if people are looking for just a really top-rate experience and they want to learn to surf, then I highly recommend Surf Simply.
I've been salivating at coming out to Surf Simply for the last year and a half. Man, I really wanted to be here.
It's a great way for me to learn from the beginning.
Yes.
So that I can have all the fundamentals.
It was an easy decision to come back a second time because the coaching was so good for me, and on top of that, it's a wonderful experience.
We don't surf day to day. So Surf Simply allows me to accelerate the learning curve so that I can hopefully get to be a very independent surfer.
I actually feel very grateful for having discovered surfing through Surf Simply. I haven't had any bad habits to break because I've just learned the correct way.
We had listened to the Surf Simply podcast for about a year before we decided to come.
Yeah, and it's Aaron's 40th birthday, the day we arrived. So that was the final reason we came.
I love the water, and I wanted to have something more to do at the beach than just sit or swim. And when Sherry, my friend Sherry, told me about surfing, I thought it might be something I liked.
Being at the new resort, it's just so incredible. It's great to be right by the beach, and I tried to picture what it would be like once it was completed, and I'm just totally amazed the way it came out. It's just incredible.
Rue has tremendous attention to detail, and the fact that it's very eco-friendly and green with the way that all the water treatment and everything is positive. I was just sitting outside after the last sunset surf looking up at the trees and thinking, you gotta make a mental picture of this because there are few things in the world which are just about this perfect.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We walked to the beach, which is a huge thing.
Game changer.
The coaches do just a great job of breaking down all the elements you need to become a successful surfer, whether it's reading the waves or positioning your body once you're surfing.
Having the video analysis, having the classes, having such personal attention by the coaches is just really, really fantastic.
They have a model that works for them to see the most rapid progression in their surfers. And so I don't think there's anyone out there in the world that could teach me faster or more efficiently.
I love the very stepwise, well thought out approach where everything is connected and builds on the preceding step.
There's a lot of personal attention. The coaches will work with you one-on-one, two-on-one, and they'll really consider what you're telling them. They really work with you so that you understand what you need to learn about the skill that you're practicing.
It's great. They do push you a little bit out of your comfort zone, but I just feel like we learned so much and learned more than just being on the board, but a lot more about the waves and breathing and things like that.
I don't know why it is that I respond so well to Harrison's coaching style, but it really works for me. I mean, he helps me pinpoint those things that I need to do, and then he really reinforces them. And when you're in the water, he reminds you of those things.
The personal attention by Teal has been fantastic. She knows what I need help with, and she builds upon the things that I continue to do incorrectly.
We had two coaches, Marlon and Jesse, and they both were very good individually, but I thought they really complemented each other as well.
After I pop up, I had a hard time moving my leg, and Jessie saw that I was frozen after I popped up. So she said, okay, try this, Janine, just go up and down. And that was awesome. I mean, it's like not everyone can do that, and it helped just me, and everyone else got different things like that.
Derek is very positive attitude. His style of surfing mimics the style that I would like to get to, so he was a perfect coach for me.
Tommy was a fabulous instructor, really enjoyed Tommy, super good. I'm the kind of person that I need a coach to push me. I won't push myself as hard, and so Tommy was excellent in that sense. He knew when to push, he also knew when to just kind of take the foot off the gas a bit, just back off.
Will is awesome.
Yeah.
Super easygoing, super friendly, super approachable.
He's an excellent teacher. Anytime you had a question, he could immediately go right into the core of why, you know, what was going on and how to solve the problem.
Down the line, down the line.
The surf conditions this week were excellent. The waves weren't too big. They were still big enough that you could get out there, practice your skills, run the drills. It was helpful that they were a little bit smaller, so the paddle outs weren't as tough.
I think this week was the most number of waves I've caught of all the visits I've had here, which, you know, gives me an indication that I'm just getting more comfortable out there, getting better.
First ride-in, and that I was able to stand up, and I felt so stable. That was just, I never thought that I could do that.
The highlight of my week, I think, was one of the last waves I took today in the sunset surf. I had a left-hand wave that I took off fairly steep, and I made the sections and just cruised and cruised and cruised.
We kind of surf at a similar level, and, you know, being coached together, and we could see what each other were doing and the skills that we're learning, so we're going to be able to take that back into the water where we are.
The highlight of my week was the last day. They taught us how to do an angle entry, and so I did an angle entry and got some good speed and was able to do 3 carves, and the last one being around Jesse and Marlon, amongst the fear in their face with me coming right at them. I curved right around them.
One of the things I appreciate about Surf Simply is the complete package that they offer. The stretching classes with Andre are fantastic. The massages with Crystal and Gabby are amazing. All of the additional lectures they'll offer on breath holding, on board design. It really is a total, complete, immersive experience for someone who is learning to surf.
If I talk to Crystal, the massage therapist, about a particular area of my body that's really stiff, then she'll talk to Andre, who does the surf stretch, and Andre will help me with those stretches. A real premium put on making sure all these things work together.
I was really, really afraid that I would peter out by Wednesday or Thursday, but I think the massages and the stretching classes just kind of extending the life of our arms and body parts.
It's been a really fun group. Some of the guests here already knew each other prior to coming here, but I think as a group we all really bonded. Everyone just enjoyed conversing with each other, or getting to know each other, and bonding out on the waves as well.
Our group this week was so much fun. We had several characters, non-stop laughter. We're a bit geeky. We were doing jigsaw puzzles on the table, and just everybody got into it. Everybody was joining in.
I think everybody has a really unique and interesting background, so that's nice part of the week as well, getting to know people and what they do in their real life. And I found it really nice to see some of the staff in the water, you know, on their time off, whether it's the kitchen staff or the, you know, the stretch coach, or yeah, that was super nice too.
Yeah, it's fun to have a mixture of so many people from different areas, different walks of life. It was a very diverse group and very supportive of each other. That was a big part of it.
takes you away from everything else, and it's exhilarating because you learn a new skill in a really positive environment, in a beautiful setting, warm water, excellent food.
Everything's scheduled. You don't really need to think about, oh, where should I feed myself today? Do I need to book something or reserve something or find myself a coach if I were to go to a destination on my own?
Exhausting and relaxing. I work really hard, exhaust my body, and then just come back to this beautiful resort and relax and eat good food and sit around with nice people.
You can leave the rest of the world or your normal life behind because you really plug into what you're doing here. And the way they sort of layer the learning, you always have, like each day you're learning something new, so you really see the progression within a week.
It's going to accelerate what you're trying to do so quickly that the benefits are going to go on, and it's an incredible week.
The food, of course, is spectacular. It's always been really good, but Dennis and Luis and Yayo are just, the food is not to be believed. It's healthy, plentiful, and really, really tasty.
The meals he makes, and just the incredible variety too. You know, he's put a lot of work into it, and I feel like I'm in a gourmet restaurant every time I sit at the table to eat a meal.
The food here is so incredible. Every day there's something that is not only tasty, but just beautiful in presentation.
You know, the progression's been excellent. At the start of the week, I was really struggling to catch a wave with an angle takeoff and a high line, and that's something that we really focused on. We did a lot of work in the white water on that, and it's made a big difference.
I can take the board and look at the waves, kind of see which one is good for me, and then go for it.
She learned to surf. I was so happy to see her up, standing, and riding a wave. I'm so happy I'm able to do a carve turn and a cutback. There's no way I could have learned that on my own. It's just fantastic.
I've told people we were kind of surfing in a dim room, and then every day Will would just turn on another light bulb, and all of a sudden we could see what we were doing.
And now I feel like I have all the knowledge, you know, to execute those skills to make better use of the wave. It's going to take a bit more practice to be consistent with that, but I feel like I have everything I need to work on it.
So my goal was pretty basic. I just wanted to be able to get up on a surfboard, and I did that the first day. From nothing to surfing, pretty good.
I feel like this is my surfing university. You know, I'm getting my degree in surfing, and I'm willing to invest in that and spend the time. And so after a while, you become competent. The first time I came, somebody said it was their 4th time here, and I was like, oh no, no way. And then now this is my 4th time here.
I'm coming back next year, so I just can't wait already. It's just such a fun place to be every time I come here.
You know, I just love it. I can't wait to come back. I know everybody says it, but I think there's a reason they say it. It's wonderful.
Don't come here because it's already too many people are coming here.
Thank you.
Gracias.